Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 19 seasons, that's a lot, kid, but you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show, not the food though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Pod Chef. This is the official Top Chef podcast. I'm your host, Jamal. No last name. With me is my co-host. Oh, wait. I don't have a co-host this week. It's just Brian.
I thought you were going to say my name. I was so excited.
I almost messed this whole thing up. I almost elevated you to a status that...
I was like, oh shit, did I get a fucking promotion?
But Brian here, Engineer Brian's here, who's also on the podcast, is here.
Hello, everybody. Do I sound like my nose is stuffed up?
Not really.
Okay.
Slightly.
I don't have COVID. I had surgery.
Slightly.
Really? Okay.
So that's good. Let's do a COVID check. I don't have COVID. I still have not tested positive for COVID at all during this pandemic.
Nice.
I still have not been sick from it over this pandemic. So Master Race. Brian, have you had COVID before?
I did have it. I had it.
Oh.
I don't have it now. I don't think I have to get tested again because I have to do more surgery. Really cool shit coming up for me. And they make you get surgery, and the surgery is like on my nose, so I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna really suck when they put that fucking thing up there.
Probably don't have to put it up anywhere. They just put it on the outside.
Why? Because the outside's on the inside. That seems worse. Fantastic.
All right. Well, I was just testing to see which one of us had Master Race genes, and it seems like it's me.
Take that, Hitler.
Yeah, take that, Hitler. I've been trying to tell people he didn't want to fuck with Africa. A little too scared, homeboy. These motherfuckers are not playing around, and it is hot as a motherfucker out here. So yeah, this is Pod Chef.
Yeah, this is the podcast about
the official
food and Top
Chef podcast. We sometimes talk about dinner party Hitler. Look, it's a great day culinarily. I plan on having. Yeah, for me, I plan on having a nice fancy pizza from a new pizza place tonight called the Little Grand, and this is their free plug. Going to the Little Grand. Go check out the Little Grand.
You've not even had that. What if it sucks?
Oh, I've had it before. I just haven't had it directly at the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And it's very good. So that's my plug. If you're in DC, or if you're not in DC, get on a train, and you can only train here. Train to DC.
You can't fly to DC. It's a no-fly zone.
It's a no-fly zone, and that's also a plug for the underwear that we are plugging. No-fly zone.
Your underwear has no fly.
My underwear has no fly. So come on down. Come to the Little Grand in H Street. It's a little alley pizza bar.
It's the opposite of what my parties are like, which is all fly zone, because everyone is looking great at the parties that I have. Everyone looks fantastic. They're looking fly. Right? All fly zone at my parties. At my house.
Just let them get it all out.
It's an all fly zone party. You come looking your best.
Felt like the end, so let's move on. All right, so Little Grand, check it out. It's great food, great pizza. So I'm gonna have a celebratory drink and pizza.
By your lonesome?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. What else is happening?
We have there's not a lot planned here for this.
Nope. We're gonna keep this one short, folks. So
we'll try to keep it short. We might find something.
I might go on a tirade about race again, which don't write me letters about how you are happy that Aunt Jemima changed, and you're happy that Cream of Wheat doesn't have a slavey character on it. Don't write me about that.
I did just reference that to Carrie the other day because we do have a box of Aunt Jemima in our pantry.
Nice.
It's expired at this point, and I was like, she was like, let's throw it away, and I was like, but isn't it like special now? Like, isn't it like, has it reached, like, is it a collectible now?
No, I think so. For me, for black people, it is. Not for you. You shouldn't have it.
Okay,
you should never collect black people. Just FYI.
You're right. I'll try to give it to somebody.
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay. Do you want it?
Yeah, I want a piece of history.
Okay.
Empty out all the pancake mix.
You don't want that part?
No, I don't want your white pancake mix. Dry ass pancake mix. It tastes terrible. I used to buy it just for the box, take it out, put my own pancake mix in. Aunt Jemima tastes different for me. It's my own mix. It's cinnamon. It's got cinnamon and nutmeg in it.
Yes. See, we found something. 6 minutes.
Yeah, we found something in.
Something we talked about before.
Have you ever made pancake mix from scratch with like real buttermilk? Man, that is so good.
No, but I've made keto pancakes before.
Ugh, awful. Look, if you're gonna have bad food, just eat the bad food and then recorrect your behavior tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you've never made pancake mix from scratch and use that fresh buttermilk, oh my god, it is fresh buttermilk pancakes. There's no substitute.
No substitute.
All right, so we lost everything. So let's just move on. Chefs, I prepared for you. This is segment.
Something, right?
No, there's nothing to talk about. We got nothing right now.
Chefs, what's Tom doing?
Oh well, I wish we had an update from Reeves on what's going on with Tom, but we don't.
No, I've not heard from them in a while. I hope they're okay.
Voicemail inbox has been dry.
I've been checking the obits, just hoping that I don't see their names pop up.
Yeah, so kind of like movie 7 of Harry Potter when Weasley's like listen to the radio hoping he doesn't hear bad news.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay. Do you not know that reference? Because
no, I've seen Harry Potters, but I don't know them.
Okay.
I didn't retain anything from them. They're movies. They're fine.
Okay.
I'm not a nerd. I'm a cool football guy.
Oh yeah?
Touchdown. Cheerleaders.
Okay, he's doing a thing again, so we'll just wait.
All fly party. You come here looking not fly, you get turned away at the door. Go change. Go home and put on something fly. Okay.
All right, that sounds like an ender. So yeah, you're listening to make sure that in the obits that nothing bad's happening. That's good.
Yeah, but I did learn some stuff when I've been reading the obits. I learned that Caden Stevenson died.
Caden Stevenson?
Yeah.
Who's that?
She's a mother of 3. She's left behind by.
He's actually reading obits right now.
A father.
I don't know if this is appropriate for a Top Chef.
If that's your name or someone that you know who passed away, I apologize.
Well,
this sucks. This is bad.
I tried to move on to something.
And I'm trying to find something.
No, I don't think we need to force anything.
Oh boy.
Chefs, I prepared for you. This is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night and present it as if we're presented to the judges on Top Chef. I'll go first. Chefs, I prepared for you Milanese gremolata spiced baked chicken thighs, steamed broccoli, and curry rice.
Milanese.
Yeah, he's Googling it. He doesn't know what it is.
He
doesn't know what it is, folks.
That's like so what you're saying is this gremolata belongs to Melanie?
Yeah, it's Melanie's gremolata.
It's Melanie's gremolata. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So thank you, Melanie Harker, for giving me your gremolata to bake with.
Thank you, Melanie.
Thanks, Melanie. Did you Google it and look at an image so you understood what it is?
Mm-hmm. It's a lemon and a garlic and some sort of
parsley.
Herb.
Parsley.
Mm-hmm. That's a Melanie's gremolata.
And olive oil.
That's very simple for having such a big name for such a simple thing.
Mm-hmm. That's cooking, man.
That is cooking, man.
So, anyways, I roasted those bad boys for 45 minutes.
Wait, it was a Melanie's gremolata what?
Baked, but really roasted chicken thighs. Bone-in chicken thighs, and man, brought those bad boys out. They
Is
hit
that what you
that.
got the picture of?
No, that was a different seasoning I sent you of the other day.
Okay.
I forgot to take a picture of these last night. But yeah, steamed broccoli, curry rice.
You didn't bread it though, right? All these pictures are like breaded chicken.
No, none of. I don't eat breaded chicken. What are you talking about?
These pictures of chicken Milanese gremolata are all like breaded chicken.
Oh, well, you can put it on breaded chicken, but it's just a flavoring.
What was the side?
I said steamed broccoli, curry rice.
Okay, I heard Milanese gremolata and my brain stopped listening.
It really did. So steamed broccoli and stuffed curry rice.
In the freezer. I keep putting things in the freezer. I put lettuce in the freezer the other day, and then I put the dog food in the freezer the other day.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. Something wrong with me.
Can dogs eat cold frozen food?
Yeah, it just had to get down to temperature so they could eat it. But the lettuce I ruined. I ruined the lettuce.
Why? Because it's frozen?
Yeah, once you freeze lettuce, it's fucked. It can't come back.
Well, yeah, because it's water.
Yeah, it's fucked. So I ruined a really good meal that Carrie made when she made... I didn't ruin it. I made it worse. She was making fried green tomato BLTs with tomatoes from her garden, and I froze the lettuce. So she did a great job, and I am Kevin James.
What, the king of queens?
Just like, the bumbling fat husband who can't get anything right, who just like ruins his attractive wife's things.
I think Kevin James is not a bumbling idiot of a husband.
He is. That's his whole thing. That's his whole shtick.
Yeah, he's playing a role. I think in real life he's a great human being.
Very savvy businessman and actor.
Yeah. So give him his props.
Okay, and what would you drink with this food? Water?
Seltzer water.
Okay. Plain or flavor?
Blackberry seltzer water, boy.
Okay. Pretty good.
All right, what'd you have?
Chefs. Last night, Carrie prepared for me and for you, chefs. We did an old favorite. We did the
coconut.
Nope, the other one. The quinoa and sweet potato chili.
Wow.
And she cooked baked potatoes too. So we had chili and baked potatoes. So it was like eating Wendy's sides. We had Wendy's sides for dinner.
Okay, homemade Wendy's sides.
Homemade Wendy's sides. Yeah. Man.
Did it make you wish you went to Wendy's and got the burger or something?
No, it was pretty good. I think our chili's very good. And it was very filling. I didn't need the burger. But man, a baked potato. When you do like the sour cream in it, you do like cheese on it. But when you cook it, and when you like halfway through take it out and you like olive oil it and then you salt it.
Why are you doing that halfway through instead of at the beginning?
Well, I don't know. That's what she did. But then it was so good to eat the like skin of the potato. Okay, real quick. Do you eat the potato skin?
Sometimes. I don't really do baked potatoes that often. If I do, it's a baked sweet potato and I just eat the inside, not the skin.
Yeah, I don't eat the skin of sweet potato. Potato, I eat the skin. But with the salt, man, it was like...
You're racist.
Sort of crunchy.
You don't like sweet potato skin? You don't like the colored skin?
I don't think anyone eats them.
I've diced up sweet potatoes and ate the skin. I just not on a baked sweet potato. Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no? Don't you do that for white potatoes?
They're different.
How are they different, racist?
One is sweet and one is white.
But the skin is the skin.
Internet says you can do it. Should you do it?
What do you mean?
They're safe to eat.
Yeah, they're safe to eat. Why wouldn't they be? Clean the skin, cook it. It kills anything that's on there.
I guess
I have a vegetable
fries. I guess sweet potato fries. I've had the skin. I guess.
Yeah. What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know. Just whenever
You just want to glorify a white potato. I know you're a stick.
Whenever I've eaten sweet potatoes, I always just scoop out the middle.
Because you're scared of the skin. Why?
I don't know. I mean,
because it's brown.
I think it's just how my mom ate it. How it was like
this is it, and folks. This is how it's learned. It's learned at home.
It's generational.
Starts at home.
Yeah,
it's passed down.
She was like, "Don't you dare eat that sweet potato skin."
Brian's going to school. I got some friends who are sweet potato skinned. Not too many though.
They're more acquaintances.
I don't want to be known as a sweet potato lover.
It's true. You don't want that label on you.
Yeah. That one's hard to shake.
No, that sticks with you.
What did you have? Anything else? What did you have to drink?
Water.
All right.
I got a cool thing with a straw to help me during my recovery.
Nice. Is that Camelback?
No, it's Contigo.
Oh, Contigo. Basically like Camelback. All right.
This is interesting.
So I won again because I actually cooked. You did not.
Carrie cooked.
Carrie cooked, but she's not on the podcast and she's not in the challenge right now. So this is Chef's I prepared for you, which means
I have something to talk about.
Oh boy.
And Tom told me about this. Mm-hmm. This is something Tom passed on to me. I'm sorry that I almost forgot to bring this up. Tom needs everyone to stop sexualizing Yes Chef. People have started sexualizing the term Yes Chef. Mm-hmm. There are memes about it now. People are talking about it now. And Tom is not happy. Mm-hmm. It should not be sexualized. It is a sign of respect that you say in the kitchen. He doesn't want to see memes of two people, black and white picture, New York Times style, laying in bed, and the caption says, "What's with all the Yes Chef stuff?" Mm-hmm. And the girl's like got a sly smile on her face. No, stop sexualizing Yes Chef and chefs in general.
Yeah. Also, chef is not a you can't substitute chef and daddy.
No. They're trying to, though.
Yeah, imagine if you actually were in a kitchen and like someone's like, how's my prep? Please fire 2 quails. Yes, daddy.
Yes, daddy.
That doesn't work. That doesn't
and
work.
Then, or do this. You're in the bedroom. Choke me, chef.
Actually does work.
Does it work?
If I made you dinner and then she says, choke me, chef, I'm like,
no, see, you're doing what Tom said. Don't sexualize it.
It's hard to not to after that. I just got done cooking.
We need to keep the kitchen. We've talked about this before. You got to keep the sex out of the kitchen. It's very dangerous. There are very hot liquids in there. There are hot things in there. There are cold things in there. All are harmful to bodies.
But what if you're like trying to let the chef cook and then she's looking good. And then, you whisper in her ear. And then things start happening, and then she puts the pots away and turns off the heat, so there's nothing, right?
It takes a long time. It takes as long.
Doesn't take that long. Trust me.
To cool down as it does for you to cool down.
No.
When the things are finally cool, you will also be cool.
No, I often ask, how long does this meal usually take? And like 15, 20 minutes. You'll have 13 minutes left.
Look, just be safe in the kitchen. Be careful with your Yes Chefs. Don't make it sexual.
Here's the thing. Is it just saying it in general, or is it like, people going out of their way to like really make it sensual when they're saying it? Like, yes, chef.
I think it's just saying. I think there's a dynamic that people are playing with when they say Yes Chef now. They say like, it is like a Yes Daddy. It is like it is saying that you are, it's like that movie, 50 Shades of Turkey Breast.
I didn't see it.
When the chef makes the girl call him chef. And at first she doesn't want to do it. She's like, I don't know what this is. And he's like, no, here's a contract. Sign this contract. You can call me chef. And then eventually the third movie is going to be guns or something. But for right now, this is what. And the book was huge. The women loved the book.
The book was gigantic.
It was a big book. Well,
it's a huge book. Like you had to get, if you were to buy a floating shelf, that book couldn't fit on it.
It was mostly recipes. It was a book, and each time a food was mentioned in the book, it turned into a recipe.
Yep.
Like it would have these giant, not captions. What's the thing that's on the bottom? Footnotes. Footnotes would turn into whole pages of like recipe. It'd be like chef made me make a Milanese gremolata over turkey.
I knew you were going to say
that. And then it was, and then it would stop, and then it would say like a Milanese gremolata, and it would just go and give it the history of the food,
the whole thing,
and what it's used for, and then it's like, okay, back to the story, and it's like in my panties. You have to remember what's going on. And it got people really, really, horned up. But the thing is, you got to be careful. One day you're going to Yes Chef the wrong person.
And then it's going to fall back on you and you're going to get fired and then you're going to get canceled.
Yeah.
Because you Yes Chefed at the wrong time.
Yeah, you're going to Yes Chef yourself into a lawsuit.
Yeah. And I think we all had enough of me stew.
Yeah, let's just stop doing that in general. Just don't do that. No more me stew. Don't yes chef sexually. You'd be like, "Oh, are you horny, chef?" And you'd say, "Yes, me stew." And then no one knows what's going on. Are you claiming that you're gonna do this? Are you gonna do the stewing?
It's all confusing. It's all confusing.
And then you end up with like food that's no good and sex that's not good either.
That is the worst thing. If you have sex during meal prep, the stuff gets soggy or overcooked. It's not a good time.
No, nothing ends up. It's kind of like having sex in the shower. It sounds fancy and beautiful, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah,
someone ends up with onion bits all over them.
Yeah, and water is not lubricating.
No, you think it is because it's wet.
Yeah, you think it is. It's not. So.
But you'll see the thing is water isn't wet. Water makes things wet, and I learned that from Twitter.
Yep.
So stop with the yes chef and sexual things.
Cut it out.
Or just start saying daddy in the kitchen.
Yeah, one of these things needs to change. You either start saying yes daddy in the kitchen and the bedroom so it's, combined. Yep. Or just stop.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, and it's confusing. It's just confusing.
Super confusing.
You make it sexual. You're saying like, hey, did you prep that beef? And then he says, yes, chef. And you go, oh, we about to have sex?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you prep the beef like I asked?
Yeah.
And then the service doesn't happen.
And then
then it's the bear. Yeah. And everyone's mad.
Yeah. And then you start doing this kind of stuff around the holidays. You're like, this is fucking up my 12 days of Christmas. We'll be right back after this.
Mm-hmm.
Me stew.
Pod Chef.
This is Pod Chef, episode 96, Top Chef, season 6, episode 6, 12 Days of Christmas. We're back at it. Let's talk about this quickfire challenge real quick. The chefs arrived to find the Top Chef kitchen decorated for Christmas with Padma Lakshmi waiting to present their next challenge. They had to create a one-pot wonder, a holiday meal that could be prepared in one cooking vessel. The chefs had 45 minutes. Doesn't sound too quick. To cook and present their dishes to Lakshmi and guest judge American icon, the OG herself. I did 4 to 5 months in a minimum security prison in West Virginia.
Well, here's the deal,
Martha G. Stewart.
And here's the thing: if you're gonna do a challenge that involves pot. Baby, you gotta
get the pot queen.
She says, "Oh shit, are we doing one pot?" She says, "No. Let's do like 4 or 5. I'm trying to smoke."
She said, "And make it edible."
Yeah, I was like, "I'm trying to have the munchies."
So let's listen to.
She was like, "1 pot." She's like, "What are y'all having?"
Yeah. Let's listen to her introduction.
Hi, chefs.
Oh my God. And in walks Martha Stewart. Awesome. Love her. She does everything. Cakes, entertaining. She's got her magazine. She's got the TV show. Wow. She's a very knowledgeable woman, and she's from Jersey.
Hi, Padma.
Hi, Martha.
Thank you for having me.
I'm a big fan of Martha Stewart. I think she's pretty badass. I never thought in my life I'd ever meet Martha Stewart. Chefs?
Take it easy. You haven't met her yet.
I know. Also, I bet there's a pretty good chance I'll meet Martha Stewart one day.
Yeah, you're in New Jersey.
There are other people that I think would be harder. If I was like, I'll never meet Martha Stewart in my life. She's not on that list.
Yeah, you know who I think I'll never meet?
Who? The one.
Cooked my ass. I got no comment now. Fucking cooked my ass. We'll just move on. Is 45 minutes a quick fire? There's no comeback to that. You cooked me. Is 45 minutes a quick fire? That seems too long for a quick fire.
That's a long fire.
That's a long fire,
This is a long fire.
They give them sometimes for elimination challenge to cook for 45 minutes. So
And the girl with the bangs tried to tell me that this was not a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, girl with bangs.
Hey, girl with bangs. It's almost an hour.
This is a long fire.
You have almost an hour to cook something.
This is an hour of TV minus the commercials. Yeah. This is when you're streaming TV that you used to watch on TV that costs an hour. Now it's only 45 minutes because commercials are gone. That's how long you have. It's a long
You know why she thinks it's not a lot of time? Because she keeps, instead of making the dish at the same time in the same pot, she keeps cooking something in the pot, washing it. cooking something else in the pot, washing it. She was like, she doesn't understand that. No, one pot means cook it all at the same time in the same pot.
Yeah, it's like cheating if you wash the pot.
Yeah. That's not one pot. You're technically using different pots.
Yeah.
Cook it all together.
Yeah.
So let's just skip to the end of this quick fire. Martha likes Ariane's.
There is one thing though. Martha is very upfront with her feelings on.
She's very critical.
She's like,
well, she's been to prison. She's
like,
been to prison.
She hasn't been to prison yet.
Yes, she has.
At this point,
she went to prison 2005. This was filmed in 2008.
That was that long ago.
Yeah, brother. She's out of prison at this point. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
This is
what I'm trying to tell y'all.
That's why she had that teardrop tattoo.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You could fuck up back then and still now and be on TV and a few years later because Hollywood loves a comeback.
Doesn't hurt that you're white either.
I didn't want to put that in there because I don't want you to think that I was just playing that role, but
I have to. I watched the first episode of Z-Way and now I have to do those comments.
Good. I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show. Yeah, she was very much like, she was like, this sucks. She was like, did you use cornstarch in this? And he's like, yeah. She's like, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, she also started saying, you bring that weak shit to C Block, see what happens.
Oh God, he was like, I didn't have time to thicken it up. She's like, you know that I made a thick ass stew in a toilet?
Yeah. She's like, oh, you didn't have time, huh? That's all I had for 5 months was nothing but time.
I had 5 minutes while the guard's back was turned, and I made a thick ass stew in the toilet.
How do you think I survived?
I made grilled cheese and made a soup. 5 minutes. It's
like a Mad TV bit where they're doing the Martha bit impression, like nothing spruces up your 9x12 cell like a.
Was Mad TV on when Martha Stewart was in prison?
Yep, they were the ones who did that bit.
That's so fucking long ago.
It is.
Where does the time go, Jamal?
I don't know. I'm not
Is it in my face? Is it in the like the creases in? Is that where the time is? It's in the creases underneath between my eyes. It's in the creases in my forehead, my laugh lines. Is that where time is gone? My gray hair. Is that where time is now?
I don't have gray hairs yet. Ariane's the most likable one from Martha. And Martha, I think Martha picked her just because she's from New Jersey.
I think so too.
That's the only reason why.
She was like, oh, it's so butter. She's like, guess what, bitch? There's no butter here.
Yeah.
Tell you what, buttermilk is butter. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Literally is
she tried to be
butter.
She tried to be like, there's no butter, just buttermilk. If I was I'd slap the shit out of her. I'd be like, that's butter, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, she should have looked at her and said, that's gonna cost you.
Yeah. She gonna be like,
yeah. I'm gonna catch you. Ain't gonna be today, ain't gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be when you least expect it. So can we talk about this?
There's no butter. There's a ton of buttermilk. You better shut the fuck up.
Shut your ass. Is there lemon in this? No. There's just a bunch of lemon juice.
There's lemonade in it.
Yeah, there's lemonade.
I'm going to take your fucking head off. I'm going to twist it and rip.
Yeah. Can we talk about this? I didn't get a clip of it because I thought it was so crazy, but the Harlem Gospel Choir walks in and Carla's the only one who recognizes them immediately.
Yeah. She's like, I saw the Kinty cloth and I was like, oh shit, Harlem Gospel Choir. And then everyone else is like, fuck is going on?
You know what's so bad about this is that I saw that cloth and you know what my first memory was of Nancy Pelosi taking a knee.
Yeah. Yeah, when I think of Kente cloth too, I also think of Nancy Pelosi.
My first thought was that corny.
You're like, they're wearing Nancy Pelosi's clothes.
That's what my
they're wearing that thing that Nancy made famous.
That's how bad that is. This is why y'all need to stop trying to take our shit.
If anything, it's Queen Latifah.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. I immediately thought of that corny taking a knee thing.
And I get that they're doing the 12 Days of Christmas as the challenge, but man, what a bad song to come in.
Terrible.
That song sucks.
Awful. It's not even good for food.
Truly terrible song.
It's mostly bad gifts that they gave during Christ times.
Yeah,
a partridge in a pear tree.
It's the
you know how long a pear tree has to like grow for you to get fruit off of it?
I can only imagine.
So I gotta worry about this partridge in the tree now too.
I'll tell you what, it's the future. You give me 12 iPod Nanos, 11 bags of edibles, 10 iPad Nanos, 9
sound bars sounding,
8
8 KitchenAid tools turning.
7 cups of soy sauce. 6
Uber rides.
5 iPod Nanos.
Why would you pick that again?
4
4 different jobs. 3
hand jobs.
2 different wives and a
an
iPad
Nano.
There,
See?
we updated it. You're welcome.
Do that
You're
version.
welcome.
You're welcome. Sing that song
Yeah.
next year for Christmas.
The chefs catered to a 250 guest holiday party hosted by the American Foundation for AIDS Research at the Prince George Ballroom in New York City. The guest judges included Chef Michelle Bernstein and actress Natasha Richardson.
Who's dead? The
It's
Hulu
news.
told me that she's dead.
It's news to me.
It said, and the late Natasha Richardson.
Oh boy. Well,
Yeah, she died in 2009.
while we're talking about Natasha Richardson, let's talk about something you can't see on TV anymore.
As new guest judges are Natasha Richardson and Michelle Bernstein. So Natasha Richardson, let me tell you, what a voice. She can talk to me at any given time, anywhere. Yum.
Can't say that anymore.
What a voice.
What a voice. Yum.
What a voice. Yum.
So the chefs were given 45 minutes to shop. Not a lot of time, I guess. At Whole Foods Market, and with a budget of $800 to create a dish inspired by their verse from the 12 Days of Christmas or whatever. They had 3 hours to prep that night, 1 hour to prep and pack the next morning, and 1 hour to prepare their dishes on site. So that's a lot of cooking time.
Yeah.
But somebody messed up, didn't they? Someone during the prep, I don't know how this happens in a room full of professional chefs, but someone left the fridge open?
Well, apparently the fridge only
fridge is warm. We head to the kitchen and find out that somebody left one of the fridges open. The fridge is warm.
You guys should make those up, guys.
What fridge? No. Basically, all the food that is in the fridge has gone bad.
You stepping on my sound clip,
I didn't know you were going to do one.
clearly leading to a sound clip.
So here's the fridge only had Hosea's pork.
Hosea.
And what the fuck's her name? Lauren?
Radica.
No. Yes. Yeah. And Radica's duck. So one of them didn't close the door.
Can we,
They were like,
can we go
someone-
back and see how fast he told me no when I properly called out the brown woman's name? And he was like, no. And then he looked it up. He was like, yes. It was
thought
like,
it was the
it was
other
good when the white man said it, but
I
when
thought it was the other woman.
Yeah, you try to slip that through. That's not slipping through.
So
on
all
me.
their meat is ruined. It's 70 degrees, which if it's an apartment during the summer, great temperature. If it's
Perfect
your duck
temperature.
breast,
Bad temperature. Too hot
don't-
for duck breast.
that's too hot for duck. If I serve that, I could kill someone or at least make them very sick.
And you stole that from somewhere. I've heard that before.
That's what he said.
I know.
That's what Hosea said.
Um,
He said, if I serve this to somebody, I'll make them very sick. Which, you know what? I don't do that anymore.
yeah. So they're prepping, they're cooking. They figure out to come together and help them re-prep their meats and stuff. And
And they really come together like it's Christmas.
they really do. And it's the spirit of the holidays. And then they go to the event, and the event looks nuts. There's so many people. I think the weak point of a lot of the chefs is having to do the, having a personality outside of cooking. And a lot of
Yeah.
these challenges, they challenge you to actually be able to talk to people and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's not something everyone does well, especially a chef who's always in the back. So,
Some of them do well, like Hosea, who he said that chick was hitting on me.
dude, he was
He was
bagging
macking.
him.
He was macking.
He was bringing. They were like, "What's your name?" They were pinning stuff on him.
He was
like,
in his
"Okay."
bag.
He
He was
was-
in his bag.
oh,
he
man.
was macking on those girls. He was
Yeah.
like, next time you come to Colorado, now you'll know someone.
Now
She was
you
like,
know
"Oh,
somebody."
Shit.
So you look me up, girl.
Give you my pager number.
Yeah, yeah.
But look,
You-
don't call between.
He said you get permission to come through.
I'm gonna show you the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Um,
was totally into him, and it seemed like these women we're there to support AIDS research, but also catch a husband.
Well, great place to go. AIDS research. AIDS Foundation.
Yeah, catch a husband there. They got money. Those plates are probably expensive.
Oh, God, those plates look so expensive.
But you know what? The food sucked, apparently.
Oh, the food was terrible. I want to get to it because that's Tom's Tough Talk of the Week clip. But, one of the dishes was 6 different types of deviled eggs. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Now look.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I love a deviled egg.
You love a deviled egg.
But also
6?
Take it up. I only saw 3. She kept saying 6. I only saw 3.
Yeah, they only showed 3. They could only handle showing 3.
Tom said, are you going to win with a deviled egg? The answer is
no.
No, but you know what? She had immunity to shut the fuck up and eat deviled egg.
Yeah, so she'll fucking make a deviled egg because she doesn't care about this challenge because she won.
And some of the things to the song were a little far-fetched.
Too far-fetched.
Jamie did something with scallops, and it was, what did she do? Her thing was
mushy scallops.
Yeah, I can't remember what her song was, but it didn't make any sense. And then they just didn't really work. They weren't taking it very literal.
It was all lukewarm. That's what they said for the scallops.
Yeah, they said it was chewy, and she was like, I don't know, maybe got the last one.
Yeah, they were like, well, no, they were all like that. So,
and I'm just gonna give. Eugene said he was gonna give me pineapple rings. He gave me pineapple circles. A ring has a hole in the middle. How hard would it to be to just put a fucking hole in the middle?
If you come over here and say you're going to give me donut rings and then I get a cinnamon roll, I'm going to say, take it back because I was sold a lie.
Yeah. You try to pull that shit with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
He'll smack your ass. You say, Here, Sonic, here's a golden ring. And he'll say, this is a fucking circle, dog.
This is a circle.
And he'll smack your ass. He'll do it so fast you don't even know what happened.
Yeah. This is a bun. This is a plate.
This is a full circle. Just get a smaller circle and cut it. You know, when you buy pineapple in a can, it comes in a ring.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even do that?
You couldn't even do that and then fry that?
Yeah. It's so easy to do. Just
also,
circle.
Do you want to know why pineapple's in a ring? Because the center of it is too fucking hard to eat.
The center of it, you don't need that part.
So
cut it out.
You're going to have to make it a ring anyways, dumbass.
Yeah. What did you do? What were you trying to do?
And if you don't like the way we're talking to you, come on the podcast and defend yourself.
Yeah.
We keep asking you, and you keep saying no.
Gonna be honest though, you have a lot of tattoos. You'll probably beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, you probably will kick my ass.
So probably don't do that.
So don't come on the podcast.
Stay home.
Stay away. I'm very scared.
You have a lot of tattoos. I have 2 of them. You're gonna hurt me.
And your tattoos are probably evenly spread between, any pets you have. It's not just like favoring one. Imagine if those pets could talk and they'd be like, how come I see 2 Ripleys here and not one of me?
So we get to the table.
He doesn't want to address that. He doesn't want to address that.
The judge's table, and a lot of food sucks.
A lot of food sucks. Hosea wins. Let's just get to Tom's tough talk clip of the week. It's a long one, but it's the tough talk that they needed. Let's listen.
Tom walks in. It's like, oh shoot, what is going on?
Here's kind of why I'm here. The food again tonight, and even for the ones that won, just not very inspiring at all. I mean, you guys got to step up your game here. Do me a favor, cook the food that you think is going to make you win. I'll ask this question, are you happy with everything that you did tonight? I can't believe that you are.
I'm not saying that like it was amazing food, but I don't think anyone's food sucked.
But Leah, we're looking for amazing food.
Okay.
We're not looking for a little throwaway canapé.
Like mine was?
Yeah. Start focusing on doing something that's gonna win. I don't want to single you out, but you don't win with a deviled egg. You don't. Do food that got you here. Because we had some mishaps in the kitchen and everybody pulled together, and in the spirit of the holidays, no one is going home tonight.
So he backed out a little bit.
He backed out a little
tough, and then he got a little soft.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to smack him down and then uplift him.
Yep.
He's doing what all the coaches for sports in the 1990s did, which was yell and scream at children and then trying to build them back up afterwards, not realizing that you're actually doing a lot of mental damage to them. So no one gets eliminated, even though they all made shitty food except for like 3 of them.
And even that stuff wasn't great, he said. Even the winning stuff wasn't really good.
Yeah.
Leah was like, look, no one made bad food, but we didn't make amazing food. And he was like, do you know, hold on, real quick, Leah.
What was your name? Leah, was it?
Do you know what show you're on? You're on Top Chef. You're not on fucking amateur hour cooking.
Yeah.
We're looking for amazing food.
I'm sorry.
You wait like 10 seasons.
Yeah.
The food's gonna make your food look like fucking garbage.
Yeah. This isn't called middle ground chef.
No.
Top chef.
It's not bottom chef.
Yeah, it's top chef, the best chef.
Sure as shit ain't fucking passable, chef.
Sure as shit ain't.
Good enough, chef.
Maybe that's what you think, Leah. Maybe you think that's what this show is. Yeah.
I guess the chef will do. You think the show's
I guess
called?
You make a meal and you go, good enough.
Good enough, you think? No. I want to be amazed.
Yeah.
So no little canapes. Oh, you mean like mine? Yes, like yours. That's why I said it.
Yes. What'd you think? I wasn't gonna call you out?
Yeah,
I'm head chef.
I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do to me?
He almost said the N-word during this rant. He almost said, "Y'all niggas fucked up."
He caught Carla Corner's eye and he's like, "Oh no, wait, can't do that."
He's like, I swear, I don't know what y'all, what y'all thinking out here, but it's not passing muster. All right.
No one goes home, but they probably should have.
Yeah, they definitely should have.
But it's Christmas.
It's Christmas time again. Anyone?
And that was the show.
Yep, that was the episode. That was the show. Very short. This wasn't a very good episode of Top Chef, but it was an amazing episode of Pod Chef, so you're welcome.
Yeah, we elevated it.
Yeah, we pretty much made this very good.
Remember that thing we did with the 12 Days of Christmas?
Oh my God. Press replay on that and just let that play in your house.
That'll be on like the best moments of podcasts for the year.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're probably going to get nominated for that.
I'm going to get a potty.
Oh, a potty. I've been waiting to get a potty.
Will you guys nominate us for a potty, please?
Please nominate us for a potty.
Stop nominating Rogan. Nominate us.
He's had enough.
Same categories.
Yeah, he's had enough. What do you think you're going to get different from him?
Where's he going to put them all?
He can't put them anywhere.
Not his pantries. His pantries are full of
His pantry's full.
Tonic.
Yeah.
Of brain pills.
You know what else is in there? Ivermectin.
Yeah. In case he needs it.
Yeah. So stop
you
giving
can't
it
borrow
to him.
any. Whenever you ask him for him, he goes, "Nah, I'm fresh out."
Nah, fresh out, dog. And it's like, I'm not your dog.
And I know that you have a fucking pantry full of them.
Yeah. So stop lying.
Nah, dog, I'm out.
Liar.
Look, folks, if you have ivermectin, share it with your friends. This is gonna get flagged for saying this. They're gonna probably some word searching that searches podcast.
This is why we got this is why we got removed last time off of Spotify.
I probably was.
It probably was. So let's just end this here. Until next time, we're gonna pack our house.
This was fun. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.